2, 1, 2, 3.
We're talking hardest times we've ever laughed when we were a kid and the story behind it.
Oh yeah,
that was our prompt.
This was a good prompt.
Yeah,
Who
this
submitted
is-
this prompt, Tim?
The wily fish.
The wily fish. This is a great prompt.
Yeah. Dan, you said you had one specific.
I had one that my brain immediately went to. I mean, this is, I will say, like, one of the things I love about improv is it is like the joy of doing it. And I mean, I do a lot of writing and, other sort of performing stuff. And that's all great and fun in different ways. But the best thing about improv, when I actually am stealing this quote from Jordan Gargello, where he says, like, the only true emotion on stage for improv is joy. Where it's like every other emotion you're kind of acting, but like joy is like you really are having fun, and it brings you close to that like kid like childlike play.
Oh, yeah. I'd agree.
But anyways, to get out of my own ass here, the thing I like about it too is like that feeling of when something funny happens in like in class or in a place you're not supposed to laugh, and you're trying to hold the laugh in. And you're like getting hot, and it's like the harder you try to hold it in, the more you want to fucking like bust. Like I used to have that happen in class. I had a buddy in like 7th grade named, or actually I won't say his name, but he did this thing he could do this thing with his eyes where he made them vibrate like really quick. And so I'd look at him from across the room, and he'd look at me and do it, and I would it would just destroy me because he looked so funny. It was like one of the funniest things. But I would say, so the singular moment that sticks out to me was one time with my dad. We were at church on Sunday, and an older woman was sitting down the pew, and she moved, and 90% sure it was just the skin of her legs sticking to the pew, but she moved, and it went.
I knew it was gonna be a fart thing for you. I love that.
My dad and I both looked at each other, and we were like trying not to laugh, and it sounded like she just ripped a big one in the middle of church, and yeah, that was that moment. I just remember not being allowed to laugh, and then that combined with like. My dad was a laugher, but he wasn't like a big laugher.
Yeah.
And to see your parent in that like very childlike state of like stifling a laugh over a fart was like made me laugh even harder. So that moment I specifically remember being like one of the hardest.
Yeah.
And you knew it.
Oh my God.
Farts are multi-generational. They never get old.
Never get old.
And I thought it was very funny because you gave a very long like thing about,
You knew.
about everything, and I was like, "This is gonna be a fart story."
Definitely a fart story.
It needs this much preface so that when it gets to the punchline that it's a fart story, it's just a fart story.
Nothing special. Nothing special.
Dude, mine isn't anything special either, but it's literally just like an image I remember as a kid of I think I must have been like 9 or 10 or something, and me and my brother playing basketball in the driveway, and the ball goes across our neighbor's fence, and it was like this barbed wire fence, but he jumped across and like got it, and then he throws it back, and on his way back. Their dog starts to chase him, and he's like trying to get over the fence as quickly as possible, but his foot catches on one of the wires, and he immediately quickly just falls down straight on his face, but as if it were like a hammer like hitting the ground. And I think the image of it like just made me like crack up hard, and I was like losing it for like. Dude, it was so, and I still think about it. It was like the funniest image I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I have one from, I guess, high school around that time, but we had this new Western civilization teacher, and he was kind of like this younger guy, but he was like, I want to say he was like 6'9". He was a super tall guy. And he was friends with my sister's husband at the time, so like we kind of knew each other. But there was this guy I used to be in class with, Ryan, and he was probably one of the funniest people I ever know who didn't do comedy, or didn't really get into comedy. Maybe he did now. We follow each other on social media and stuff like that. But
Those people are the funniest.
He was super funny, and all the girls thought he was like really hot. So I admired him for that. And he was just a super cool guy, and he still is. But we were in the same Western Civ class, and this teacher was reprimanding somebody else for talking in the class, but he said there will be no more talkie in my classroom. And Ryan turns to me and he goes, "Talkie?" And I lost my mind. I mean, it's a guy who was trying to put his foot down, but he accidentally said talkie.
Oh man.
He goes, "There'll be no more talkie in my classroom," and I lost my fucking mind. What? Because I almost didn't even catch it.
Did
And
he
then
get pissed or did he laugh?
Oh, he got pissed and he threw me and Ryan out into the hallway. He was like, "You guys out of the class," because we were like just bowled over laughing. And he put us in the hallway, and then he gave us, and then he reprimanded us afterwards. He's like, for disrupting the class. And we were like, "You did say talkie, like you did say something that was really funny."
Yeah.
Which we didn't really say to that to him. But we were like, we apologized because I liked him. He was like one of my favorite teachers, but I was like, you can't say talkie in front of a class full of students. That's unbelievable. That's such a freebie. It was wild. I also had another teacher. This is just another teacher story, real fast. He said something about his wife having a mustache in 6th grade. He was talking about shaving or something like that, but he definitely said, "Yeah, I gotta shave my wife's mustache or something." And I was just like, "You say your wife has a mustache?" And he's like, "I didn't say that." And he screamed at me and he took me out into the hallway and he was like, "I'm gonna send you home in an ambulance." Like he lost his mind. So either he said it on accident and I caught it and it pissed him off so much, or so. I mean, it was like,
Oh my god.
his name was Mr. Petronio. I remember he was such an asshole.
Oh my god!
But I remember that one specifically. Maybe I was just a smart ass in school. I don't know. Kind of sounds like that might be the case too.
That reminds me, and I'm hesitant to tell a story because I feel like I'm already a hack, especially since I've already told a fart story. But this is another one that comes to mind when you said that. I used to, like, senior year of high school, when you like get all your credits and you just, you're like coasting or whatever. Like I would go instead of like my free period, I would hang out in gym, with the gym teacher because I was close with him and he was an awesome guy. He was so funny and such a nice dude. And one time we left and someone had taken a dump on the vent in the hall. So there's just this big turd on the vent. And he thought it was so funny. But we saw it right before class let out for the day. So, and his gym was right in front of all these lockers. So he stands there and I'm sitting over there and it's like maybe 20 feet up from the vent that someone had pooped on. And he's standing there and then the bell rings and people walk by and he stands there so stoically without cracking a smile as all these kids walk by and he's just going, "There's poop on the vent. Poop on the vent. There's poop on the vent. There's poop on the vent." And he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like he was not actually like warning people. He was just trying to, and I was like doubled over laughing. Please be courteous. There's poop on the vent. And I just thought it was like the funniest. Also just the idea that somebody did that.
Yeah. Just some student was just like, "I'm going to take a poop on the vent."
I mean, the guts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but
Yeah.
Dude, some of the funniest moments I have are like from my first job, because we were just all like 16 to like 20.
Yeah.
And just like playing prank. I worked at a Jersey Mike, so we're all just like,
Oh man.
And then there's like a lot of downtime too, depending on the shift you work. And so like, just like, we either play pranks on each other or like customers, like there's like somebody be at a slicer and
Put your
they take
balls on
your
the
order,
slicer.
and slice it up, make somebody a sandwich with it. But no, they'd be like, we'd ask them what they'd want, and we're like, "Okay, great, yeah, 1 second," and then they would like bend down to like pretend they were gonna get the bread, and then somebody else would come up and like just start making their sandwiches.
no way.
That's
Swear to God,
pretty good.
Great. You guys pulled that off.
Yeah. And I mean, there were some that were like, "Ha ha," but there were other people who were like trying not to
question it.
Yeah, to be like, because
Did I really just
like we were just basically
did I really just
gaslighting these
completely
customers.
blank out who was making my
But
sandwich?
dude, we had this, and we used to fuck with each other so much, and like there was a new guy who started, and I mean, we were like, there was a dead possum in the back of the restaurant, not inside, but outside. And I told this guy that he had to go get it and put it in the dumpster. But I didn't make him actually do it. But he goes, "Really?" And I go, "Yeah, you got to get it get it from the back where the little creek is, and you got to put it in the dumpster. And he's like, all right. And he goes back and he like starts putting these rubber gloves on. And he's like, I could just see his face just going like
the life draining.
And finally I was like, oh, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my god, that's a good bit.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so fun.
We should make him do it. That's the nice end of that story.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. We had I had a buddy. I had a buddy, and I don't condone this behavior.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we were stupid high schoolers and we were impressionable, but there's a scene in Jackass, in one of the Jackass movies, where Knoxville dresses up in like full football attire and then runs through a drive-through and grabs the food and spikes it. And it's super funny. I mean, again, I don't condone messing with
it's funny when the Jackass guys do it, but when you
but
do it
our
today,
thought was we were a bunch of broke high schoolers, and there was like 6 of us, and we're like, we could place an entire order of Taco Bell, and then if someone were to run through and grab it, they'd have to give us another order. So we thought we could get double the food. And so the thought was like, well, Rob, I can say his name. Rob will grab it and then just run, and then he'll run to the Kmart parking lot and go behind it, and then we'll pick him up and get double the food. And so in Jackass, Knoxville grabs it and grabs the food and then gets the bag and spikes it. So we were expecting that. But Rob did it. The Taco Bell employee didn't let go. So he grabbed the bag. His arm drills the side of the window and he goes, fuck my arm!
Oh my god.
He was fine. He didn't like really hurt himself. It was like a teenage kid. It was not to make light of it, but I'm like, anyways, the point was like, he didn't let it go, and so I was pulling the bag. Finally rips it, loses half the food.
Oh no.
Runs behind the Kmart and hides. And again, I want to say for the third time that I don't condone messing with like fast food employees, but we were a bunch of high schoolers in like middle of Ohio, like looking for shit to do.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, we could have been much worse. But long story short, they're like, all right, well, we're going to call the cops and like file a report. So then the entire group of people have to go wait for the cops. The cops show up. The guy behind them in line at the fast food place goes, he's like, the guy who took it was they're in on it with him. I saw him waiting for this car. Like they just
throw you under the bus.
Like immediately you were like
thank God my buddy Joe, who worked at Donato's and did that exact thing. Like we used to dick around all the time. He's like, why would we have our own food stolen? And that was like the part of like the equation that like nobody could figure out. So they're like, well, clearly it's not.
I guess he's just grabbing the food. Like
the best part is it shows up. And so we are all track and field runners at this point. And that weekend we won a big race, like a big local race. And my buddy who did this was one of the runners on the relay. So a photo of him running shows up in the sports page of our local Gazette that Monday. On the same Monday, in the police blotter, they put Speedy Bandito makes stunning snatch. That was the headline, and he was like the headline of like, which is like shows how much was going on in my hometown. Yeah, this was like a thing. And anyways, long story short, we were able to take the photo from the sports section and put it over the like police blotter.
Oh my god,
the exact same guy.
And I should say he got what was going to because he ended up sitting, and it was like pretty far. It was in like, well, no, it wouldn't have been in the winter, but it was. He was sitting behind Kmart for like 3 hours because the cops stopped. So he's just behind this dumpster. So yeah, it was coming to him.
Well, I mean, it was all your plans.
Yeah.
It was everybody involved.
And everybody was okay. The guy didn't get hurt.
That's good.
Was like,
how did you decide who was going to take the food?
Yeah,
because Rob is insane. Rob
He's like, I want to do it.
To this day, if you go to my buddy Rob's Instagram, he does base jumping and like he's a firefighter in Big Bear.
Like
he's Rob is like he's a thrill seeker. Has he's got a lot of balls, I guess I'll say. And,
started with Taco Bell and now he's base jumping.
Yeah, he truly is base jumping. Yeah. And he has a pool in his backyard in the deck, and there was always this big argument over whether he could jump to the pool, which is like 10 feet. And my buddy Joe was like a physics major in high school and broke out. Like he's like, you'd have to run across you'd have to hit a max speed on your picnic table of like 43 miles an hour to like get to and Rob was always like, I could do it. Like, even though, Yeah. But the funny thing is, so now Rob's whole life, and I'm getting really deep on it. I try not to do this, but Rob won't care. He like go to his like, he goes to Europe. He'll do like 1 week on, 1 week off, or 2 days on, 2 days off, or something with police firefighting. And he front loads a bunch so he can take like 2 weeks off. And he does this like every couple months, and then he'll go to Europe and just do base jumping. And so you'll see these things from his like helmet of him jumping. He does the wingsuit like through mountains, and I mean, he's nuts, man. But to this day, whenever we're all together, Joe's like, you still can't hit your pool.
Yeah.
Like he still holds it against him, and he can't make the pool jump.
Dude, I was always I hate it. I would never do stuff like that as a kid. I mean, I used to, do some like dares, but I was never like,
No,
I hated it. It gave me so much anxiety to do.
Yeah.
Like I would never, it was never like an exciting thing. It was more like peer pressure. I would do it, but I was like, I don't want to
Do you like
this.
roller coasters and stuff like that?
Yeah, I loved roller coasters.
Yeah.
You just mean like
But
misbehaving.
like doing like
Yeah.
doing like any sort of like, because roller coasters like you're sort of
Voluntarily.
and you're
going
in
for
the
a
thing and it
thrill.
seems safe and like but when kids are like, let's jump off this thing or like do those like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, I fall into that Conan O'Brien quote, which was like, he
Yeah.
never was the class clown. Like he was trying to make the teachers laugh.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
totally mad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel good. I think we
great.
got a lot of
Yeah.
good stuff here.
Where are we at?
We're at 15.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Scene
have any
ideas?
scenes?
Yeah, I had one. Let's just put we'll be in a teacher's lounge.
Okay.
And maybe Damien, you're maybe like the new teacher and you're kind of looking for advice.
Cool.
Cool.
From us.
Sounds
good.
good.
God. Oh man.
You see, they're doing a half day on Friday now. They're making it a half day because they're doing like a fire drill on Friday.
Wait, so it's a half day?
So the F days.
Yeah,
goes
just
to
like
Just letting them
fire
out,
drill?
and then we're not bringing them back in?
No, they're doing a half day because some of the students are going to do the fire drill. They're bringing the fire truck that's like the house. It simulates the house.
Yeah.
And so everybody's basically we have a half day. You'll have to take your class through the house, but then they're letting them go after that. We're not bringing them back
Who
in.
told you this, Mitch?
I just got an email for the principal.
So does that?
I didn't get
wait,
an email.
Is
Did you
that,
get an email?
I
Did you get an
didn't
email?
get an email. I mean, I just.
What's the email
my-
address that sent you that email?
Yeah. Did it have a link on it?
It's customer@bestbuy.com is what said it to me. Damn it! All right, well maybe that's false then. Customer@bestbuy.com. That can't be right.
I think maybe one of your students was. Did
No.
one of your students tell you we're getting a half day?
Wait a minute. is this-
I heard them talking about it in the hallway. They were talking about the half day, and then I got that email. So I maybe
customer.
Sorry, are you trying to play a prank on me? To
No.
get me to do that? 'Cause
No.
I'm the new guy here.
Oh shit! Did I just blow that for you?
Yeah, thanks a
I'm
lot.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot, Carl.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Dude, Carl, you do not take body language. I'm winking at you. I'm
I thought I was gonna
I'm putting
ask.
the hand over the head like this, and you're.
I kind of just met you guys, so I didn't know if something.
No,
was up
I mean,
with you.
I wasn't gonna actually make it go through with it, but I just,
I'm
there's
sorry.
a little bit of hazing, a little bit of
oh
razzing.
my god. I didn't
Holy
mean,
shit.
Yeah, because
What the fuck is wrong
I'm
with
so
you?
sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck, Mitch. I'm sorry, man.
God.
That was classic, dude.
Oh, yeah, it would have been
That was
classic. It would have been classic.
Oh, he
I
bought
couldn't-
it.
If I left, if I had let
shoot.
the kids go, I mean,
Dang it.
yeah.
I should have known that you do worse. You do more damage without knowing about it than you would if you would have known
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
dude. I'm so sorry,
Oh my
man.
god,
Dude,
I'm so sorry.
that's fine. Don't worry about it. There'll be another.
I
There'll be
still-
another one. I'll get you.
Right.
Yeah,
Hope not.
I'm a little bit of the jokester around
Yeah,
here.
that's what I mean.
I kind of.
that
They
makes
always
the
say I
kids
kind of
are
never
like,
left high school.
Kids really like you.
Yeah, we have a good
I'd love
time.
to I don't know if we could sit down for coffee and talk. Yeah.
We're sitting now. We're having coffee now. What do you want? What do you want to
Oh
know?
yeah, but I just feel like I don't know. You have like a great connection with. And no offense, but I don't.
His name's Carl. If you forgot.
Carl. Yeah, Carl.
He has got a face that you will never remember.
Yeah.
Sometimes his students forget that he's teaching the class.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
we once switched one time and they didn't even notice.
Really?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
call me.
wow.
They call me Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
It's because my face is so forgettable. They call me Joe Schmo.
Well, they tell him. They call him
actually not
Joe
bad,
Schmo. They call him Joe Blows.
Joe Blows.
Yeah.
Joe. I'm sorry.
And his
man.
name's Carl, which is even worse. They couldn't even come up with anything for his name. They just switched it to
just
Joe
don't
Kid
know.
Blows.
walked in on me blow drying my asshole last year
Your asshole. What?
because I misjudged the water depth in the. I was using the student restroom because it was closer to and I had to get to my next class, and I misjudged the depth, and then I dipped too far in, and I got,
It's a shorter toilet
And
to
you
the
couldn't
ground because they're
just
shorter.
wipe it off.
Well, so the toilet paper is on the left side in the teacher's lounge, and so I was only looking to the left side.
You never saw the toilet paper on the right side.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
He didn't do a double take or
Immediately.
anything. Yeah.
You just immediately took out a hair. Why did you have a hair dryer?
It wasn't that. It was the
blow
Dyson
dryer.
Airblade.
What's
So I
more-
grabbed the chair. So let me tell the story.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't want to be made fun of.
I'm not gonna make fun of you. I mean, the kid took a picture of it, and I saw it, and it was unbelievable that he got his whole ass cheek inside the Dyson Airblade.
Wow! Oh my god!
He was almost like a folded up piece of like a lawn chair folded up into the Dyson Airblade. But sorry,
I
you
had to
tell
go-
the story. You tell the story.
So I had to go grab a chair from my bio lab.
Okay.
So I could get above the Airblade, and I
Interrupted a class,
You interrupted a class to get so you're and.
knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, can I
By
get
the
in
way,
here?"
I'm
real fast? So
sorry, but
everyone
your
saw his ass
assholes-
was soaking
your
wet.
ass is, you're walking in there pantsless or what? Like
no, of course not.
Oh, he had his pants up, but they were soaked.
I grabbed. No, I did see that. You don't even get the story right.
All right, go ahead.
don't dismiss me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't miss
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
story.
Go ahead. You tell it because
don't
you have your
dismiss-
version and I have 20 eyewitness reports from that classroom saying that you walked in there with a wet asshole.
oh my god!
So no, you go ahead, Carl. You tell the story.
I had an extra lab coat that I had planned on put. What had happened, I think, is I had planned on putting it over.
These kids are. Oh wait, is he telling the blow?
He's telling the Joe Blow
Yes.
story.
Yeah, I've never heard it before. Yeah. Okay. I gotta hear it. Yeah.
All right, so let me start at the top.
Well, she knows the story. She's
I
supposed
know
to hear
the
it
story.
again.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Just start with the lab coat.
So I had the lab coat, and I thought it would cover myself,
Uh-huh.
but I accidentally tucked it into the back of my pants. My khakis were still exposed, so I borrowed the chair, came back, and did the Dyson Airblade on one of my.
Yeah,
And a student walked in
had already
who did
been-
not have a hall pass.
Yeah.
For the record, and then
and,
also
and it wasn't a chair. It was a desk with it had a desk attached to it.
Yeah, it was a-
it was a
it was
I
desk.
didn't
full
stand
It
on
was
the.
a full desk.
It's a full
I didn't
desk.
stand on the
Why?
desk.
And the kid didn't walk
Oh.
in there. He had been in there. When you left, he went into the bathroom, and he was going to the bathroom
You know-
while it happened.
Kathy,
You wanna tell the story?
Kathy,
Mitch, do you wanna
get in
tell
here,
the
Kathy,
story?
Get in here for a second. Get in here for a second.
Well, I'm just saying that I know that I feel like I know you have a
Was it a
perspective
desk?
on the story that
Was it a
makes
desk or a
everything
chair?
seem better.
So-
Are you
What
guys-
happened-
are you guys
well,
talking
I'm
about
not
the, Are you guys
done.
talking about the Joe Blow story?
Yes, this is the Joe Blow story.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was a desk.
So,
yeah, it was a heavy
long story
desk. So
short-
he's squeaking it down the hallway. It's making so much.
I don't know why the
noise.
desk is such a prominent part of the story. It's
funny that you took a
why
whole
is
desk-
everyone. The more the story gets told, the more elaborate the desk becomes.
There were
know,
several
I think
other
it's pretty-
chairs in the classroom. I think everyone was confused as to why you took a full desk with you.
Yeah.
So there's the Dyson Airblade detects a foreign object within the system, and it's programmed to then reverse. I don't know why. It's some safety
you
fixture.
sure?
Reverses some. Yeah, it's in there it's in there to prevent perverts. So it's a reverse safety feature. So it ended up sucking up my cheek, and I was stuck. Okay, and they had to call the fire department. The fire department came out, used the jaws of life to remove it from the wall. And at this point, my ankle had gotten caught in the desk. So it's me, the chair, the desk, the Dyson Airblade being dragged through the hallway. Finally,
Weren't they all like your high school buddies?
The
They
firefighters all like
knew
your
him
buddies.
somehow
Yeah.
from high school or
they
something.
all knew me from high school. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all knew me from high school. They took me back to the lab. We used the jaws of lice. They had to cut off the Dyson Airblade. When they did it, I fell forward onto all fours, and my face went into the crotch of Mr. Bones, and it looked like I was blowing the skeleton. So that's how I got the name
Joe Blows.
Joe Blows.
Yeah. And I was talking to his buddies from high school who came and got him. Apparently, the same thing happened to him in high school when he was in high school.
No
too.
way.
But it wasn't,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
it wasn't,
Well,
a,
it wasn't a
Dyson,
Dyson
no,
Airblade at the time.
No, it was a regular one.
Oh
and he
my God.
turned it upside. You remember you could turn those things upside down.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
hit
oh,
it.
yeah.
So he wasn't on a desk.
Holy
I guess,
shit! I just got an email. I just got. What the heck?
Well, just keep
This is
telling
so
your story.
weird.
Just-
No, I just
yeah.
got this email.
Well, check it.
We'll
yeah.
just check it and
So
then you let
weird.
us know. Yeah, so what
what
happened?
he
Looks
did
like we
what he
have
had
a
to do
half
in
day
the-
on Friday.
what he had to do
You
in
guys hear about this? We have this half day Friday.
what,
Are you?
what about it?
We have a half day for us.
We don't.
You just.
We don't have a half day. This is the prank that I just tried to pull. You're trying to
What?
bring that prank back. So what he had to do
Wait,
in high
hang on
school,
one second.
what he
Did
actually
you
had to do in high
just
school.
forward me the email?
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
What he did in high school is that the same thing happened, but he strapped balloons to the back of his back to pull his pants up a little bit, and so they would hang above it, and then he ended up falling forward into the
I
urinal.
didn't tie those to the back. See I was held down and those were tied to me as a senior prank. They were trying to get me to float away.
Yeah. But
Wow,
all he did was rather than float
So
away.
I started floating away. No, see, I did float. You don't even know the story, Mitch. You don't even know the story. I started floating away. They had to call a police sniper to shoot the balloons.
It wasn't a police sniper. It was some kid from the neighborhood.
They got a kid with a slingshot from the neighborhood, apparently.
And they missed a bunch of times.
Who ended up becoming the American sniper that they made the movie about.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so who got the last laugh?
Well,
I guess.
I think all the kids who saw you in the hallway floated.
Well,
you got shot down, but then you still had two
still
balloons
Well, what happened
on
to the
you.
American Sniper? What happened to American Sniper?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Yeah.
Don't make me say it.
I don't watch.
Guys.
I don't watch.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't watch
I've never
propaganda.
seen it, yeah.
A big.
I'm a big Bradley
propaganda
Cooper
guy, yeah.
fan.
He got shot by a mentally ill
Oh Jesus.
man on a military base. So
That. See, you take pranks way too far.
I didn't do it.
You
Wait,
take.
is this-
You take. I don't think this is a true story. I think he's trying to
Are you
change
trying
the
to get
topic.
me again?
Yeah, he's trying to get you.
All right.
All right. Anyways, they call me Joe Schmo because my face is forgettable.
Well, it's Joe Blow.
Yeah.
They call it Joe Blow.
So what I find with these kids is you gotta connect with them on
I'm good.
their
Thank
level.
you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a little thing. I have a little like a bag of Big League Chew, and I do pop quizzes. I could do chew quizzes, and then when they get a question right, they get to come in and take some of they could take a handful.
So they all reach in the little bag of Big League Chew and get some.
Yeah, if you get the question, if you get the chew question right, you get to take some chew.
Hey Joe, can I see you in here for a second? Sorry, Carl.
The fuck,
Sorry,
you kidding me?
Everyone's been calling. It was an
Dr.
accident.
Hampton? Are you kidding me?
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Oh God, you too?
No, it's not. It's just somebody was telling the story again the other day, and it's stuck in my craw.
Happened 9 years ago.
It did happen 9 years ago, but
There hasn't been a week that I haven't heard that story 6 times.
it's coming up on the 10th anniversary, so you're probably gonna be hearing it a little bit more. I need to talk to you about the they're giving out candy in class, treats in class. That needs to be cleared with my front office before you can hand out candy in class. Because all the desks, they're chewing the gum and then it's just immediately going underneath the desk. So all the desks are sticking together in your classroom specifically.
Okay.
So just make sure no more treats in class. You can give out
Fuck, you
pencil
get off on
toppers.
this? You get off on this?
Do
You
it
like
off
treat
on
me
this.
like a little dog?
I'm not treating you like a little dog. I'm just telling you.
You're telling me I have a master's degree.
Okay.
You're telling me I can't hand out little candies in my class?
You're making it hard for Jacob, the janitor, has to come into your classroom specifically and scrape gum off the desks every night. So would you like to talk to Jacob about it? Because you're making his life harder. But I'm sorry, you have a master's degree,
Yeah, well,
so
you know
you're
what?
smarter.
Maybe if-
You're
maybe
smarter
if-
than Jacob, the
Maybe
janitor.
if Jacob wouldn't have overfilled that toilet 9 years ago, I wouldn't have even been in this spot.
It was a kid's toilet. It's low to the ground so that the kid's feet can touch the
It wasn't! It wasn't!
It was.
Everyone says everyone says a kid's toilet. I fit on it fine. The water was too high. The water was too high.
Wait, sorry. What do you want to talk to me about something?
You ruined my fucking life.
How did I ruin your life?
Why is there so much water in the East Wing freshman toilet?
There was.
It's almost at the brim.
It was a regular amount of water in a kid's
No.
toilet. It was. So well, just give me your trash, all right? Just gonna empty your trash. Don't close the door.
This whole fucking town is gaslighting me. Gaslighting me.
Wait, did you say ghost lighting you?
Ghost lighting?
Where did all these kids come from?
You just said ghost lighting,
No! I meant
Ghost
gaslighting.
lighting? Ghost lighting?
Joe Blow, ghost lighting.
Blow's
Ooh,
ghost
spooky.
Sorry, it's on my mind because I got ghosted last
lighting.
night.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Joe Blow got ghosted last night.
Whoa, you got ghosted?
My
Joe
fiance
Blow.
stopped answering my texts.
Oh, damn.
Been dating for 6 years. Apparently, she just heard the story.
Oh, man. Joe Blow story. That stinks, dude.
Hate to have a story like
Sorry, Mr. Blow.
that. Mr. Blow.
That sucks.
This whole school's gonna pay.
We have to report that.
Yeah. Carl, can I see you in here?
What?
I'm using your real name now because it's serious. Some students.
I am Officer Ramirez.
This is Officer Ramirez.
I'm just here to just.
Okay, what is this about?
This is
have a seat.
grab a seat. Some students overheard you talking to Jacob, the janitor. You said the phrase, "This whole school's gonna pay,"
Yeah.
in reference to your girlfriend or fiance ghosting you. Just
Well,
seems like
that's one of many factors that have been compounding in my life to push me to this point.
absolutely.
And I'm about to break.
So we're thinking maybe.
And everyone's gonna pay.
So this is why you're
What's
in the
wrong?
office
I don't-
today. Yeah.
So there's a viable, with what you said, while you didn't say anything specific, there's a viable.
I was very
there's a viable
specific.
threat.
Everyone will pay.
Exactly. That's that we're gonna consider
Starting
that
with
an
you.
actual threat.
Dr. Hamptons.
Okay, so that's a
So
threat.
there's another
There it is,
actual
right.
threat.
I'm raising money to build an adult-sized toilet in the freshman bathroom. And everyone will pay.
Oh, cool. That's
I'm raising money and I need to make sure everyone pays for this toilet.
so you're
Because right now there's too much water in the toilet.
And there's an actual current fundraiser for this.
there's a GoFundMe.
There's a GoFundMe.
Okay.
And so if I see the GoFundMe, then I'll.
And fucking Cody Reynolds has got $20,000 for his surgery, and no one will donate to my adult
Well, I think
toilet.
the issue is that there's multiple adult toilets in the school here already. You just went to the one
No,
kid's
what the
toilet.
issue is the other students are creating multiple adult toilet GoFundMes to dilute my funds to ensure I don't hit my minimum. So if you look up adult toilet freshman wing,
Let me look it up.
how many GoFundMes do you see?
Yeah, there's a couple here.
Yeah, there's. I've at last count as of 10 a.m. this morning. There's 58.
Which one is yours?
Exactly. None of them are going to hit the $2,000 minimum for me to accept the funds because there's so many of them.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them have raised a lot of money so far. Let's see. There's one here with a negative balance.
Oh crap!
Yeah, it's.
It says it's set up by Mr. Blow.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to change my name. I asked the students to help me set up a GoFundMe account. I couldn't figure out how to change my name.
Yeah,
it's got a negative balance.
$700 in the red.
Oh
right now.
God!
Look, Carl, I
Yeah.
think maybe you should maybe think about taking a sabbatical or some time off. I think this whole got your ass caught in a Dyson Airblade from 6 years ago.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Feels like 6
God,
years
it feels
ago.
like just yesterday. Has kind of gotten to your head, and maybe just need some time to clear your head. Also, with your relationship issues going on. What do you think?
I think you're right. I'm gonna go to Rome.
That
See
sounds
the Colosseum.
that sounds great.
Get back to my roots.
So if you look here, the Coliseum was.
Excuse me.
built
Sorry.
in
Where's the
the-
bathroom?
Excuse me?
I need to go to the bathroom.
You need to go to the bathroom right now?
Yeah.
Well, there's.
Before we start the tour.
We've started the tour. This is why I asked before we all got in the van if you could please use the restroom.
Well, I wanted to use one of the Colosseum bathrooms.
Well, there's
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
there is
They
okay.
actually go on the side of the Coliseum. They don't give a shit about this thing.
Really?
Yeah, they piss and shit on top. On
Is
the
that true?
Coliseum.
Hey, come on, show
What?
some respect. Don't. The reason they
Seems
do.
true. It looks like you just got an email about it.
I just got the email. It says.
Did everyone get that email?
It says go ahead and do it if you want to.
All right. I guess.
Oh yeah, I did get that email.
All right.
But if you do want to actually use the bathroom, it's on the main floor of the Coliseum, on the main middle of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I'll just go there then.
Okay.
No one, don't say anything else about the tour while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
No one's mentioned the Coliseum while I'm gone. Gotta use my app here, make sure this toilet is level. Hey!
Now entering the Coliseum,
No! No!
Joe Blow.
No! What is this? What?
It's a Gladiator recreation night here at the Coliseum.
How elaborate is this? Is this what all the GoFundMe money was used towards?
Presenting King.
They didn't have trumpets at this time.
Presenting King Dr. Hamptons. Dr. Hamptons.
God. You're all gonna pay.
Woo!
All right. Why is there? And there's just one adult-sized toilet.
Yes.
You just need me to use. Is this what you want? Are you not entertained?
Mercy, 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 mercy,
I can use this
mercy.
adult toilet like any adult can. Oh no! No! Oh no! There's too much water! Oh God!
Mr. Blow, are you okay?
Sorry. Chew time up. Everyone entered in your answers. Oh, I had the nightmare again.
Do you want me to go around and collect everybody's test?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank
You should maybe go to the bathroom and throw some water on your face. You're sweating pretty bad.
Yeah.
I can TA for a second.
Would you mind, Dennis?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we incepted him. So he's going to the bathroom right now. Get ready to hit all the spotlights. We're going to do exactly like we did in the dream.
All right.
Fuck. I've lost all sense of reality. I need my totem. Herbie! Am I dreaming? Herbie! I don't know what's real anymore. Maybe it doesn't matter. What?
Sit down on the throne.
Joe Blow, you are now king of the East Side bathroom.
Ooh, looks like you got a little water on your trousers.
Oh,
There's an easy way to dry that off.
All right, fine. Fine. I'll do it. I don't care. Suck me up. Suck me up. There it is. Suck up my fucking ass. Come on. Reverse it. Reverse the blow. Suck up my fucking ass. There it is. Suck my fucking ass. Suck it. Suck it. Oh, yeah. Suck my fucking ass.
So that's, I mean, basically you don't want to end up like Carl
Yeah,
or
that's what I
Joe
was,
Blow. But if anybody, you know, you don't want to let the kids get inside your head like that.
Yeah, well, I
because
definitely want to make a connection with them enough that they'll, respect me. And,
Yeah.
and
It's really is about respect.
yeah. So, so thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And there actually is a half day on Friday.
That's what I just got the email.
yeah,
so,
it's
thanks for,
Joe Blow Memorial Day.
Yeah, Joe Blow Memorial Day. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll.
To let your students know
Yeah.
that that's going on.
Hey guys, so just so you know, it's Joe Blow Memorial Day today, and
What?
It's Joe Blow Memorial Day today, and after the fire
Joe
drill,
Blow. What are you?
Joe Blow Memorial Day?
it's the
heck are you
teacher Joe
talking
Blow that everyone made fun of because he sucked his ass up, and
Wait, what happened?
What are you talking about?
Joe Blow, the teacher that got the reputation because he used the toilet in the East Side Wing, and
There are no toilets in the East Side Wing.
We're getting
What?
a half day because Cody didn't survive his surgery. What did you think happened?
It's Joe Blow Memorial Day? Come on, you guys not...
No.
Joe Blow Memorial Day, the teacher that everyone makes fun of.
No, Cody tried
he
to steal
sucked his
somebody's.
ass up
Cody
in the
tried to
East
steal
Side.
somebody's fast food and got his head chopped off.
And then he didn't survive
They
the
didn't.
surgery.
They tried to get it back on.
No. I talked to Mr. Richards.
raised a
It's
ton of
Joe
money.
Blow Memorial Day.
And now Brady Stevenson's also passed because he was the donor. because he was a head match. It's really sad.
Super
it's
sad.
Joe
Really
Blow
sad,
Memorial
Mr.
Day
K.
because the Joe Blow Carl, I don't even know his last name.
Joe Blow Carl.
Carl got his ass sucked up in the.
This is really
and then
inappropriate.
you guys pranked him, and
I'm
he
sorry.
ended
Can
up-
I read my poem for Cody now?
We're gonna read poems for Cody.
This is ridiculous. This is
Weirdo.
what is going on?
Awkward.
God. What?
We plan.
Low key. This is awkward.
Yeah, this is really not cool, fam.
This is giving awkward vibes. Low key. No cap. Awkward.
AF.
Wait. So wait. There's no Joe.
Who
Joe
even
Blow?
told you this story?
Yeah.
Mr. Richards.
Oh. Who?
Who? Oh.
Mr. Richards, the PE teacher. That you
You
all
got hazed.
You got hazed.
He's gonna pay. He's gonna pay for this. I'll make sure.
I don't think you got the guts. Oh, that was a fun one, boys. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor Joe Blow.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
prompt.
Yeah,
the
thank
wily
you.
fish.
And also just telling those stories was super
Yeah,
fun.
that was
I hadn't
fun.
thought about some of those in a while.
Yeah.
Boys, anything to plug? I will plug, as always, the Patreon. If you like the pod, please consider joining the Patreon. It's literally how we pay the bills. It takes us a lot of time to do this every week, and the Patreon is the only way we make money currently.
Yeah.
So please consider joining if you like the show. And even if you can't, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify's the big one, so go to Spotify, leave us a 5-star review. It takes 1 second.
And join the Discord now. Anybody can join the Discord.
Yeah.
We'd love to get you in there, just hanging out, talking
Yeah.
movies, prov, whatever you want to talk about.
Also,
It's
hit
happening.
follow on
Oh, yeah.
Spotify. Hit follow. The
yeah,
more we get, I don't know.
sometimes,
That's all that all matters. So
I don't
yeah,
know.
Discord, follow, Patreon, all that stuff. Anything you can do to help. Thanks so much for listening, Damien, Tim. Anything to add? To
Nothing.
plug?
No.
Good to
That's
see you
it.
guys in person
Great to
again.
see
Another
you.
in-person
Yeah.
set.
I think
Very
we forgot
cool.
to mention that at the top.
We
but
did,
hopefully
but-
people notice.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun. All right. Thanks.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.